Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of chemistry O levels is writing chemical equations. This is one of the very important topic in chemistry, as you know, people, that a question from this topic always come into the paper that is carrying almost 5 to 10 marks. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start now. Writing chemical equations. A chemical equation summarizes what happens during a chemical reaction. It provides information about, first, the thing that is provided by the chemical equation is the nature of the chemicals reacting together, actually that are reactants, and the chemicals produced, that is products. Second thing, that information that we gain from the chemical equation is the quantities of the reactants reacting together and the amount of the products produced. And the third thing that chemical equation gave us as our information is the physical states of the reactants and products. So from the chemical equation, we can gain three important information. Number one, the nature of the chemicals of reactants and products. Number two, the quantities of the reactants and products. And number three, the physical states of the reactants and products that are involved into the chemical reaction. Okay, to write an equation, the following steps are used. Number one, write down a word equation for the given reaction. Number two, write down the unbalanced equation using correct formulas for all the reactants and products. And number three, balance the equation by inspection, starting with the most complicated molecule first. Write the appropriate number in front of each formula to ensure that the same number of each type of the atom appears on both sides of the equation. But in this process, remember that do not change the subscript in the formula of the reactants and products. Do not change the subscript. This is very important thing because atoms cannot be created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. And fourth and last step is write the state symbol after each formula. So actually writing the equation of the chemical reaction is actually a four-step process. In first step, you will have to write the word equation of the chemical reaction. In second step, you have to write the formulas of the reactants and products of the word equation. Number three step will be balance the number of the atoms of each element on the both sides. And fourth and last step will be write the state symbol. So this is a four-step process and we are doing it now through an example. This example will make your concepts more clear. So the question is write an equation to show the formation of the zinc oxide from heating zinc in oxygen. So the first step will be write the word equation. So zinc plus oxygen forms zinc oxide. This is the word equation. Second step is write the formulas of the reactants and products. So zinc is Zn, oxygen is O2, and zinc oxide is ZnO. Third step will be balance the number of the atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. So look now. Write 2 in front of ZnO because there are 2 oxygen atoms into the equation on left hand side. So we will put 2 in front of ZnO. So look now, here is 2. Now O atoms are balanced on both sides, but because of the writing of the 2, there are 2 Zn atoms on the right side. So we will put 2 in front of Zn on the left side to balance the Zn atoms as well. So look now, here is 2. So if at this step, if you look at the equation, Now on the left hand side there are two ZN atoms, on the right there are two as well. On the left there are two oxygen atoms, and on the right hand side we have two oxygen atoms as well. So this is a balanced equation. And the fourth and last step will be write the state symbols. So Zn is a solid, that's why in bracket we will put S. S stand for solid. Oxygen is a gas, so G stand for gas, and ZnO is a solid, so S stand for solid. So S, G and S, these are the state symbols of the reactants and products. Okay, here is another equation and another example. That is, burning methane in oxygen produces carbon dioxide and water. Write a balanced equation for this reaction. Or okay, methane is burning in oxygen. So first step is write the word equation. So methane plus oxygen forms carbon dioxide and water. Second step will be write the formulas of the reactants and products in the word equation. So methane is CH4, oxygen is O2, carbon dioxide is CO2, and water is H2O. Third step will be balance the number of the atoms of each element on both sides. So look now. Write 2 in front of H2O to balance the number of the H, because there are 4 H on the left hand side and 2 H on the right hand side. So we will write 2 in front of H2O to balance the number of the atoms on both sides. So look now. At this step you can see number of hydrogen atoms are balanced now. But because of this, on the right hand side we have now 2 plus 2, 4O, and on left hand side we have 2O. So write 2 in front of the O2 to balance the number of the oxygen atoms. So look now, we have write 2 in front of O2. So at this step you can see now oxygen atoms are 4 atoms on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have 2 plus 2, 4 atoms, so oxygen atoms are balanced. Hydrogen atoms are 4 on the left side, and on the right hand side we have 4 hydrogen atoms, these are also balanced. Carbon atom is 1 and carbon atom is 1 on the right hand side as well. So equation is balanced now. And the fourth and last step will be write the state symbols. So physical states of the methane gas, this is a gas, so G stand for gas, oxygen is also a gas, carbon dioxide is also a gas, and H2O is a liquid, so L stand for liquid. So this is the last step to write the physical states. Okay, here is another example. Balance the following equation. This is somewhat difficult equation to balance, so concentrate yourself. Balance the following equations. Copper plus HNO3 forms copper nitrate plus NO plus H2O. If you look at the equation, 2 steps are already done. There is no need to write the word equation, and there is no need to write the formulas of the word equation, because we have already an equation which is given in the in formulas. So formulas are already given. So we will start from the third step, that is balance the number of the atoms of each element on the both sides. So look now, write 8 in front of HNO3. So here is HNO3, we have write 8 in front of HNO3, 3 in front of copper nitrate, so this is 3, and 2 in front of NO, and here is 2. Okay, at this step you can see copper is not balanced on both sides, because here is one copper atom and there are 3 copper atoms on the right side. Copper is not balanced. H, here are 8 H atoms, and on the right hand side we have 2 H atoms, so H atoms are not balanced as well. Nitrogen atoms are 8 on left side, and here are 3 2 3s are 6 copper atoms, so these are nitrogen atoms are also not balanced. So wait 2 3s are 6 plus 2 8, nitrogen atoms are balanced. and oxygen. 8 threes are 24, 3 twos are 6, 3s are 18, plus 2, 20. Oxygen atoms are also not balanced. So write 4 in front of the H2O. So look now, we have write 4 in front of the H2O. Now look, 8 threes are 24, so 24 oxygen atoms are there on the left side, and on the right side 3 twos are 6, 3s are 18, plus 2, 20, plus 4, 24. So oxygen atoms are balanced now. Now look at hydrogen atoms. 4 twos are 8, and 8 hydrogen atoms are also there. So hydrogen atoms are balanced. Look at copper. Copper is not balanced, so we will write 3 in front of the copper. So this is 3. So at this step you can see copper is also balanced now. Hydrogen atoms are also balanced. Oxygen atoms are also balanced. And now look at the N. So 8N, and there are 2 3s are 6 and 2 8. So nitrogen atoms are also balanced. So atoms of each element are balanced on the both sides now. And the final step will be write the state symbols. So copper is solid, HNO3 is aqueous, copper nitrate is also aqueous, nitrogen monoxide is a gas, and H2O is a liquid. So this is the last step. So the equation is balanced now. Okay, here is the last equation of this lecture. Here is the equation given, that is XXAl plus YO2 forms ZAl2O3. In the balanced equation above, determine the values of the X, Y, and Z. Okay, look now. If we write, 2 in front of Al2O3 and, and 3 in place of Y. So look now, 3 in place of Y and 2 in place of Z. Because of this, you can see here are 6 O, and there are 6 O on the right side as well. So this is balanced. And on the right hand side we have 4 Al. So we will write 4 in place of Al now. So at this step you can see the number of the atoms of each element is balanced. So students, this is the lecture of writing the chemical equation. This is actually a 4-step process. I repeat the steps again. First step will be write the word equation of the reaction. Second step will be write the formulas of the word equation. Third step will be balance the number of the atoms of each element on both sides. And fourth step, that will be the last one, will be write the physical states of reactants and products in your equation. This is one of the very important question, and question will sure shot come from this topic. So practice a lot, repeat this lecture and make your notes. Thank you so much.